Hello, welcome back to episode 11 part 3 of Unfettered. I think to start us off, let's get some initiative.
All right.
So I'm going to roll for the Imperator.
I'm gonna roll for Constance. Oh no.
Oof.
That's fine.
Alright, so the Imperator's going to go first. And I think what he's going to do is he's going to order his forces to move forward and then hold. And then the sphere moves one space. He's going to do something with his action. What do I want him to do with his action? He whispers something under his breath, and then his hair flows up and his eyes glow that blue, and then he looks at you and he smiles, and it all settles back down. And it is your turn.
All right. I order my horses to play super defensive.
Okay.
Like,
Interesting.
all right.
Okay.
Then let's
Your orb moves one space.
oh yeah. Oh, it goes that direction.
Yes.
Okay. I was picturing it going to the other person's side. Okay. Um let's poke his saving throws.
Okay.
Uh with my save DC of 15.
Okay.
You're on
Nice.
DM writing.
I am. That was on purpose. So now he's
Oh.
going to make his save. And that is a what save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom save with advantage. Roll. Right. He succeeds his save, and you see his brow furrow in confusion. Like he was not expecting you to even like cast anything on him, maybe.
Uh,
Do you have a
let's-
bonus action that you would like to spend?
Probably.
Probably.
I usually do. Alright, wait, I should take away those points I spent. Okay. For now, no, my going to end my action there.
All right. Well, he is going to have his soldiers move forward, and as they get closer, and as you're surrounded by the ones next to you, you realize that these are not. Hi, Chris. You realize that these are not automatons; they are dragonborn. So this one moves here. This one moves to here. This one moves to here. Is it going to get hit by an attack of or just a prepared attack? Or
I mean, it moved past 2, depending on the path it took.
oh, I guess you're right. Hold on. I'm not saying attack of opportunity. Did you prepare an attack,
Oh, yeah.
or did you have them? Okay, so it's going to get hit by number 4.
That is a very odd attack.
Well, I assume it is. Be knocked prone. Okay, so is the damage not in there?
No.
God damn it. Roll 20.
That's why I said it's a very odd attack.
God damn it. It should have damage. It should deal 2d6 plus 3. So if you could just, I think it's piercing damage.
It also didn't make an attack roll.
It should have a plus 5 to hit and 2d6 plus 3 piercing damage.
So, I think it hits.
Mm-hmm.
2d6 plus 3?
Yes. 13 damage. Okay, yeah. So the Dragonborn next to you lunges forward and tears into like the back of number 2's shoulder and just rends a section of flesh out. 13 damage, and then number 1 is going to move here, and they're all going to make attacks on the sphere. So let me... Actually, number 5 would have moved here. I'm gonna fix the attack on them. Attack should be... Oh, there it is. The stats were there. The attack was just disabled. Weird. All right, so starting with, let's just go in order from 1 through 5, starting with number 1. It would help if I was on the chat. 14 does not hit. 2. Nope. Nope. Hey, and that hits for 11 damage. Oh, 2 was supposed to make a strength save, sorry. Which it passes. So that's 11 damage on your orb. You see cracks form in it. That was how many attacks did I just make? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 1 left. And it hits, the orb shatters, and dissolves into the floor, and then reforms over here. And his orb moves 1 space, and that's going to be his turn.
Alright. First, we test his saving throw again.
Okay.
With the same ability.
Yeah, you use it again, and you can tell he's starting to get frustrated. Let me roll his save. Is a 15 high enough?
Just barely.
Okay, yeah. He stumbles a bit, but holds on to the pedestal.
And then...
Your orb moves.
Yep. How many do we have? Alright. 3 are going to attack this.
Nice. Do they have the movement for that?
Yeah, it says 50.
Yeah, okay. Just double checking.
Oh, they also have pack tactics.
They do. Which means I should have been rolling with advantage. Dang.
Whatever, it blew up anyways.
Yeah. No difference. It's an 18 hits, 12 does not, 23 does hit for a total of 25 damage. So yeah, it shatters and returns to its previous location. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Having moved your Dragonborn, he's going to command his to move as well. This one is going to avoid opportunity attacks and move here. This one also is going to move here. 2 stays where it is. 4 moves here. 5 moves here. 1 and 3 are going to attempt to attack you.
Mm-hmm.
and they do have pack tactics right now. So 1, that's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
And the second attack, also a hit. So you gotta make those strength saves, and then you have con saves to make for concentration.
Strength saves don't matter because I'll just stand up next turn.
Well, if you're knocked prone, that means you're knocked away from having your hand on the pedestal.
Okay.
Nice. Nice. And then your con saves are, yeah. That's, what is it?
It's 10 or half damage.
10 or half damage, so yeah, you pass both of them just fine. But you do take some hits, and there's a bit of a murmur through the gathered onlookers. The remaining 3, 2, 4, and 5 are going to attack number 4. That's a hit. Ooh! That's a lot of damage. So that's 9...
14, 17, so...
Just subtract 14 and 17. Okay, so it's still standing. It's in a rough spot, but it's still up.
Yep.
And the 3 of them just like grab onto him, and just start like tearing into shreds. Finally, his last action, or with his action, you see sort of like a rune, like a arcane circle suddenly appear on the floor beneath the Imperator. And that should not have been sent out to all, but sure. He's casting reverse gravity on this area.
Foot radius, 100-foot tall cylinder.
Yeah, so he's effectively casting it on the play area, like the central area. So 2 will get hit by it as well.
Okay, where did I move the dragon saves?
So let's get that dex save for 2. 2 pass. 2 should not have advantage. Hold on. It's the first roll.
The first roll was the 16, yep.
Yeah. Okay.
The remaining ones.
16, 20, and 6. So number 2 stays on the ground. Numbers 1 and 3 are going to fly up to the ceiling. And let's see, how long does this last? Concentration up to a minute. Okay. So I'm just going to give them little... Do we have wings? Do we have a thing I can... Yeah. They're flying. Up on the ceiling. They don't take damage from it, but they are too far away from the orb to interact with it. And that is his turn.
All right. How do I want to do this?
So, watching this unfold from the audience, Albert, what is your reaction?
He seems like he's firm and unwavering, but his brow is furrowed, and you see him like taking a flask out of his jacket, and then taking a drink, like making sure no one sees him do it, and then just putting it back away.
I think Gamsey's like elbows you. It's like, hey.
Yeah, so rather than putting it away, just hands it over to Gamsey's.
Hit me up. And his orb moves 1 space. That's right.
Okay. Trying to decide if I have to deal with his advantage bullshit for longer, or...
What the heck?
What the heck?
That was accidental.
How dare you spam my chat? Albert is dead. Alcohol poisoning. What's it gonna be?
You know what? Let's just try this one more time.
Okie dokie. Hey, you cast it, and he grins, and
Keep going.
he grins, and then you see his form flicker and waver, and what you've been targeting this entire time has been a mirror image. He appears next to the pedestal.
Wait, doesn't that usually have like a visual effect when it's cast?
Typically so reading the spell text, it creates a copy of the caster in a place of their choosing and turns them invisible.
Okay, so that's how it works.
Yeah.
Never.
Is it concentration?
It did not say it was when I looked at it. It could be. He doesn't have it anymore, so.
Well, but then the dragons wouldn't have gone into the Sakai. He would have revealed himself doing that.
Theoretically, yes. However, we have already set forth as precedent in this campaign that even if we do run into rules kerfuffles, we don't backtrack a bunch of shit.
It isn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. He also was kind and only made one copy instead of the up to 3, which I think you're allowed to make.
Yep.
So yeah, now you know where he is.
All right. I am going to then Cloak of Air.
Okay. That is a good call. What about your
And then, how does that reverse gravity work? Is that actually a? Oh, because it's 7th level spell. That's why.
Yeah.
Dragonborn 2 is going to attack the orb.
All right. Nice.
Slow progress.
Then Dragonborn 4 is going to wait a turn. We're going to wait. Well, Dragonborn 5 attacks number 5.
Okay. Is Dragonborn 4 is dodge in action in this game or in this edition?
It is, but that's not what he's going to be doing.
Okay.
So Dragonborn 5 is attacking 5.
Okay.
With advantage.
Yo, nice. So that's like 16 damage. Come on,
Dragonborn 4 is disengaging,
and it's going to roll its strength save. It fails, so it is now prone.
Yeah. So disengage.
Use that for prone.
Dragonborn 4 is moving here.
Okay. Doesn't take any attacks of opportunity. Your orb.
Nope.
Your orb moves, or would move, but I think there's a Dragonborn in the way.
Wait, wouldn't that? Since you just walked your blue 4 into the area of reverse gravity?
Is it?
Oh,
yeah.
That's true. Yeah, because it's a concentration.
Oh, then that.
Oh, actually, which reminds me, did number 2 pass their save or did they fail it? They passed. That's right. Okay.
I mean,
your orb is sort of edging into number 2's space.
All right, so it is going to.
It has advantage to. I guess it normally has advantage.
Yeah, it normally has advantage.
So.
Yeah, let's attack number 5.
All right.
It hits.
What do we get? That's a hit for 12 damage. Let's roll the strength save just for funsies. Yeah, no. And your orb moves, and 2 did the thing. Okay. The Imperator. The Imperator is going to... Let me see if this is a concentration spell. Are you concentration? Yes. Fuck.
Wait.
Are you concentration?
Question. I have to look at this.
Fuck.
It doesn't stop them from having turns. The Dragonborn could fall on him.
Yeah, if it hit the ceiling, it can crawl out of the reverse gravity space and then fall onto him.
That's fair. That's true.
Dive bombing?
Okay, how do I want to adjudicate this? Have them roll an acrobatics check.
Do they?
No, it falls on the ground next to him. And it takes a d6 of damage.
That's fine, because that... And then the other one does the same thing.
Yeah.
And
Acrobat.
I'll roll another acrobatics check.
I feel like that's good enough. Okay, so they'll both take a d6.
That's
So
fine.
if that's a successful acrobatics check, could that also mean that it gets a chance to make an athletics check to grab him?
No.
6 and 3. Okay, I can live with that. That was just their movement.
True.
Technically true, yeah.
So then they would have bit him as well.
Okay.
Which...
Let's get these bites going.
Yeah.
21 and 23 are good enough. Hot diggity. Let's take the 11. There's a gasp in the room.
I guess technically 2 would have moved out of
12. And strength saves. Ooh, good luck to you, Imperator. Well, I'm on GM right now, but I'll tell you right now, he rolled a 5. So, yeah, he's like, trying to handle all this magic and stuff, and then gets knocked on his ass as these Dragonborn start like tearing at his robes. He needs to roll a con save, and we hope that he succeeds. He rolled a 9. What is it with me? What is it with me in saving throws? Why can I never succeed saving throws when they matter? What is wrong with me?
Oh, I think the original saving throws are what mattered for this character.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so he loses concentration as he tries to fight them off, and the orb slides back.
Meanwhile, Constance getting stabbed and just being like,
cool. Then it's his turn. So he's gonna stand up, of course, and like frantically put his hand back on the pedestal.
this is like the least elegant trial of magic they could conceive.
Right? Wait, shit. I had that set up. What was it set up to do? Okay, you know what? Yeah, I think he locks eyes with you, and you see his mouth move, and then everything goes a little sideways. He's casting Time Stop. The reverse gravity field has gone down because he failed concentration. But he has 1d4 plus 1 turns to do shit. 4 turns. During that time, he can't attack you or cast any spells on you. But he can disengage and move, and the orb
Well, he
will
wouldn't
move.
have to disengage because they're not able to take actions.
Does it say that they can't
Well,
spend reactions?
Wait, so hold on. The
Okay,
rules
no,
make it so that you can make an attack of opportunity while you're frozen in time. Congratulations, wizards.
Thanks. Yeah, so he's gonna disengage, and the orb will move 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. In his final round, he will end the effect by casting a spell. And I think, let me just double check, is this AoE? Yeah, so he's going to cast Fear on these three.
okay.
So go ahead and make their saves.
Oh shit, I had advantage on.
It's
What's
okay.
the higher
It was
number?
an 18, so.
Oh no.
Okay.
And then number 3 rolls a 9. Okay, so what is that? 2 and 3 go running away in fear.
On my turn.
Yes. His Dragonborn are going to attack you. So 2 and 4 and I guess 5 will stand up. 5 will stand up, and then 2, 4, and 5 will attack your 4. So they have advantage. 1, 2, 3. I think that kills it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they just like the 3 of them collapse on him and tear out his jugular. There's a spray of blood all across Constance's front. And you see it's like its head turns to you and it like reaches for you, and you just watch as the life drains from its eyes. And then 3 and 1 are going to attack you.
They don't have advantage.
They do not. So let's see, what are those rolls?
So
Same
first
roll.
one would hit. Oh, they both would have hit still.
All right. I guess 4 is dead, and so 2 is going to move in to be more of a threat.
Roll 4 concentration saving throws.
Well, it's 2 strength and then
Yeah, 2 strength, 2 con.
4 concentration.
I'm on the ground.
Ooh.
Rip.
Okay.
And then,
Make 2 for your windshield. You succeed.
Okay, yeah. The orb would have advanced, but it doesn't. Effectively is what happens. And it is your turn. I assume you stand up and put your hand back on the pedestal.
Yeah.
I believe 2 and 3 have to run away.
Yep, they go up into this corner. And 1 goes and smacks the orb.
Smack at the orb. 13 to hit. Okay, 12 damage. It's the orb is like vibrating and energy is leaking out of it.
How do I want to do this?
Hey, that's my question.
Oh, but the 2 Dragonborn will get their saves to see if it ends, which it probably won't. 1
Oh,
does.
Wow. All right, number 2 is fine. Although it should be further back.
I have cameras in the way. I can't move them up that high.
Gotcha. Well, then we'll leave them here for convenience so you can actually still control them. What you gonna do?
right, got it. I am using... Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. I am using my lethal strike with 6 side points.
View your weapon. Next time you hit with it before the end of your turn, it deals 1d10 psychic damage per side point spent. Okay.
Next.
How many side points are you spending?
6 on that.
Okay.
And then, how far away is this? 3 side points to step a dozen paces and teleport.
Okay.
Then I spend inspiration. And
If you
that's
crit
just,
this.
D20. You're proficient in unarmed attacks, right?
No.
No.
No? Alright, then.
I mean, you don't have to make an unarmed attack to attack non-lethally, which I assume is what you're trying to do.
Well, no, you have to. I don't have a weapon.
Right.
Because you're not allowed to bring in weapons.
Right.
Because apparently wands don't count as weapons.
No, it's a magic thing.
So it's just flat 2d20, drop the lowest.
Plus your strength, I would assume.
Nothing. That's
Oh. An 11 does not hit.
alright. That was
Have 1 attack and move your other Dragonborn up, and then have blue 5 disengage.
oh yeah. Blue 5 disengages and runs through the pedestal and comes probably there, I think.
Okay.
Yep. It used its actions. 2 and 3 don't get to do shit.
Wait, oh, wait. No, yeah, one of them saved, remember? Last turn.
But that's at the end of the turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright. That is your turn.
Yep.
The orb moves back 1 space. God, what is he going to do about the fact that you are right up in his face? Is he holding concentration on anything right now?
Yep. Fear.
Fear, right. Is this concentration? Yes, of course. Every spell in 5th edition is concentration.
Mages are too busted to not make them very handicapped.
It's true. I think his last ditch effort, his like, this is how I'm gonna win. He's going to cast suggestion on you.
That charm spell?
That charm spell, which you have advantage on. And he's going to tell you to give up.
Oh shit, no, I'm...
Wisdom. It's a wisdom saving throw. Wait, you're proficient in wisdom saving throws.
Nope, it switched to Constitution.
You have advantage. Do you get more than 1 save?
Oh.
I feel like you have to, because it's only a 2nd level spell.
Not in this situation.
Damn, dude.
Can't be obviously harmful. Wait, hold on a second. Losing this competition is obviously harmful. We believe that it'll cause the end of Hersagul. That's like saying, give me the remote to the bomb that destroys the planet.
Huh. I see. I see what you're saying.
And that's the belief that our characters have been stating this entire time.
That is, I guess, true. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna comb through this. Course of actions sound reasonable. As the character stab itself or do some other object. Okay, so rather than tell you to give up, he will tell you to stand at a distance, please.
Okay.
Alright, so you have to keep away from him. But you otherwise have control of yourself.
He said stand away.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say don't bring me closer.
Well, that would violate... Were she to bring him closer, she would have to move further away.
Oh.
That said, he has Dragonborn to control. They're going to move their 50 feet, or however distance, here, and here, and here, and there, and there. So, how do I want to do this? I think 3, 1, and 2 are all going to attack your number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. Suggestion's a concentration spell.
Yeah?
Okay, so
He gave
did
up.
lose here.
Yes,
Okay.
he gave it up on his other thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
So that was on 1.
Ooh, yeah.
So I think it's just dead.
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
And then 5 and 4 are going to attack 5. For, what is that? 27. Still alive. And it is your turn. None of your minions are feared. The only stipulation on you is that you must stand away from the Imperator.
That's fine. I'll do that once I smack him, and then I'll walk away.
Okay.
Doesn't say what order I have to do it in.
True.
Inspiration.
You could potentially break his
of course.
concentration here, and
So I go to punch him.
oh!
You should read lethal strikes again.
Okay, hold on. I'm pretty sure it says before the end of your turn, but I'll double check.
That's what you think.
Next
Before
time,
the end of your next turn.
it just says the next time you hit with it before the end of your turn. That's
I
what's
think
written here.
You wrote that down wrong. Cause
Yeah, I mean, we'll double check the PDF just to be sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Mystic, Unearth.
Oh, is it? Well, okay. I would have used the points beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I assumed either it works that way
Before
and you're
the end of
carrying
your
it
turn.
over.
Wait, which one was I thinking of that? Oh, I'm looking at the one above it. That's what happened.
Yeah, it is
Either
before the
way.
end of your turn. So yeah, you spend the
So
points.
here's
I'm not going
my,
to gotcha like that.
Here's
Which means
the,
you're doubling those
unarmed
dice?
strikes for you.
Okay,
There we
2
go.
damage. 2 damage. Woo! Is this lethal or non-lethal damage?
Non-lethal.
Well, if it's a melee attack, you can make it non-lethal.
Yeah, so you would have set him to, what is that, -11? Instead you set him to 0.
Just punch him across the jaw.
And yeah, he is out.
Well, then so that's 6 more points used.
His Dragonborn, look around confused.
Wait, if no one tells them to attack...
Pew.
And how long is... It's been so long since we've ever. Like, we've just not
1d4
killed someone.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does it look like when Constance wins this?
So I think at this
Trial.
point, I watch the Dragonborn just stand there. Instead of just going back to my pedestal,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to quickly double check the
Oh, you
side
have
point cost of this.
you have some abilities, yeah.
Oh, look, it's exactly all of my side points.
Hey. Restore
That
life.
twice.
All right, so you bring 1 and 4 back to life.
And then I just walk over and
You
push it across.
you saunter over. Yeah, like the whole space has gone deadly silent, and we just watch Constance like walk up to these Dragonborn, and like green lightning flows out of her, and they breathe again and open their eyes, and they like look at her in wonder. She just like strolls back to the pedestal, puts a hand on it. Do you just like lean on it, or like what does this look like?
No, I think that I'm going to do the I'm going to hold myself because we learned our lesson. I'm
Mhm.
going to hold myself in I'm going to be like, yes, I have won,
Mhm.
but at the same time, I'm not going to be like, No, I'm
Right.
bloodied and messed up, but
Ooh, also I was gonna worry about him having like fucked things up, but he used suggestion, which is gonna piss Gulov the fuck off.
So the orb makes its way over the course of the next 30 seconds to the other side of the room, at which point both of the orbs shatter, and Gula and Elati stand up and they turn to each other. Elati is like the thinnest mouth at this point, and they shake hands and they bow, and everyone leaves the chamber. The Dragonborn also filter their way out. Specifically, number 1 and number 4. They don't say anything. They've been silent this whole time, but they like bow to you slightly before leaving the chamber.
Yeah, winning the support of the
secondary
people.
goal achieved. I did it without letting any Dragonborn die.
And I think the Imperials will come down and grab the Imperator and like wake him up and pull him out. But he looks at you when he wakes up with this seething hatred that's like second only to the hatred shown to you by Malachi.
Come at me when I don't have to stay bound by rules.
I mean, then again, he
Yeah.
probably has finger of death or some shit.
Yeah, so what do the rest of you do? You know, now that
Like
you've won.
you just see like the people on our side of the stands just go like, she used violence. Wait a second. You see Vessinger have this moment where it's like,
What has she done?
I think that when she punched him though, you all see her punch him in the face, and then you see ripples behind his head.
yeah, and but there's just like two part oh no, what has she done? Oh wait, they already crossed the line.
Mm-hmm. Zerai will come greet you and smiling. I see you have learned how to play by the rules in your own special way.
It's technically magic. It's like there's holes of dragon bites out of her side. She's like,
Yeah.
Technically, it's magic. Oh wait, I would have healed 10.
Indeed.
For what it's worth, resurrecting people does heal me.
Right. Yeah, so what is the plan from here?
So yeah, I think I'm limping out, just okay. We're 2 to 1. We still got this. We can Vessinger, you're up.
Vessinger's still looking very impressed, Constance, by the gods. I'm impressed.
It would be.
By the
It would have been a
divine.
lot easier if they gave me my short sword.
I think that would have been breaking the rules.
Yeah.
I don't know. Congratulations. Good job.
Thanks. Fun fact. Getting bit hurts.
I figured you would have learned that by now.
I don't get bit often. I sit there like, wait. Yeah, not bit.
It is rather specific, isn't it?
Stabbed, crushed, shocked, burnt.
Yeah, so
That's
maybe
like-
don't make the dragons angry so that they don't bite you.
Huh. And
We'll
like
have
you
to
just
fight
see this like moment of something turning. Mabel, what would happen if I got shocked by dragon lightning?
I would recommend not irritating the dragons to that point.
I'm asking nicely.
Frankly,
Not-
I'm not sure,
Ash.
but I doubt it
Ashes.
would be good. Do you need to sit down? That was
I was
okay.
like it looks back like the floor where Constance had been standing is just like covered in blood. Like
I think we look back and we see the floor covered in blood. And then what does Constance say?
I'm perfectly all right. Who wants to drink?
Well,
And
basically a tradition these days.
I think we move to a memory, a flashback. Constance and Malachi are standing on the deck of an airship, wearing mechanical armor. Their weapons attached to them. Constance's wyvern is much larger now, and he's sitting on the deck next to Constance. And we pan back and we can see this city on fire below them. In front of them, their officer, Stormheart, Kent. I'm trusting the two of you with this. The siege has gone on far too long. You need to get us inside those gates, or we won't last another month. Can you do it?
I think yeah, Constance looks over at Malachi. Just kind of like a glance, just nodding.
I think we can. Then, may the divine be with you. Break this siege. And I think we see Constance climbs onto her wyvern, and Malachi grabs hold of a rope attached to the side, and the two of you salute, and he, slides down the rope, and she flies down. And we get a bit of a montage of them, fighting their way into this city through, small groups of soldiers, and then we come back to the actual pace of things, and they're like, their armor's beat up. They've got their backs against a wall in an alleyway. Okay, we need to just move up one more block. He looks outside the alleyway. I don't know what's in those buildings, Constance.
I think Constance picks up a bow and it's fine. It's always fine. And she just peeks around a corner and just shoots an arrow into a window, and you just hear a guy fall down.
Let's move.
All right. So
yeah,
yeah.
and the two of them dash out. Malachi pulls out some alchemical grenade and tosses it to provide cover. And they move up on this building and kick down the door, and we hear Constance and Malachi go in, and there's shouting, and there's there's screaming and there's bloodshed. And then we move in. And what we see is somewhat of a horror show. We see Constance and we see Malachi, and around them are bodies of people not in armor but in regular garments, and the two of them are panting, and Malachi smashes a small magical vial, and an apparition of their officer appears. Sir, we've broken the defenses. You can get in now. And the officer looks at them and says, "Hang tight. I'll be there soon."
All right, we just can't fly out right now. This is kind of tense.
Malachi looks over the bodies. There's like a body of a woman in a corner sheltering what looks like a child, but neither one of them is stirring. And the apparition fades. What are we gonna do when he gets here?
Be heroes?
Right.
I thought I was the bad plans.
And I think the officer walks in there as the two of you are like trying to figure out what to do. This is not the Empire's way. This is a crime.
It was the only way we were going to get through, sir. This is just...
No, Command will hear of this. You have my word.
I think, like, as he turns his back, you see Constance run up and grab Malachi's sword and jab it into the officer's back.
Yeah, and the officer, like, gasps in surprise and falls to his knees. And Malachi, like, stands back alarmed. Constance! What have
I made
you
the promise.
done?
I have to keep you safe. That was the promise.
But the Empire. He's at a loss for words.
I think, Constance at that point just goes, all things must end.
And like we zoom in on the blood dripping off of Malachi's sword, and I think we go to our final break here. So we'll see you in a couple minutes for what happens next with the remaining trials. So see you there.